What's really funny is that I set everything up except my model. I forgot to put the little camera on. There we go. I'll roll everything. I don't know what I'm doing. I was doing some rigging and then my brain was getting real hot because it was like animating fire, and I've never animated before, really. But it got better. It really just me like picking at it. Anyway, it was good, and I was like, I should like step away from it for a bit because I've been like looking at it too hard. And then I was looking at like the list I had of other things I needed to rig on the model. And I was like, I'm basically almost done. It's just this fire part. But the other part I have to do is kind of also really intensive. So I was like, let me give that a breather. So I'm not just like overloading my brain too much. So I'm here. I forgot to open the chat too. Hold on. Hello, late Merry Christmas. That is soon, huh? Can you believe it, guys? Christmas, just a week away. Wait, my chat didn't update at all. Howdy. Did it? Anyway, hi Bag of Kittens. Hi. I actually have to manually go on the chats. Impressive ventriloquism. Thank you. Thank you. My chat didn't update. Let me open. How do I open this again? John, thank you for the resub. I ordered the FNAF 2 popcorn. FNAF 2 popcorn. FNAF to popcorn converter. FNAF 2 popcorn bucket, and these bitches have yet to even ship it, and it's been over a week. I feel like if you wait, was it only available online? I feel like you probably could have found it like in a random ass theater, like sooner than the shipping. I haven't seen that movie yet. My friend has a free movie ticket, and we're like, oh, do you want to watch FNAF 2 or Zootopia? And I was like, I want to watch Zootopia. They only sell it at Cinemark. Oh. Hello? There we go. Mike, he has a mic too. My good friend Mike. I'm on that mic train. Okay, this happened to me earlier when I was setting up stream. I don't know what it is. Hello. Mikey Midas, or Midas. When I'm talking about mics, I hear crackling. Is it crackling? Is it roaching chestnut fire, whatever the fuck it's called? No. Mike Garage. Like Mike Ox. Okay. Seems everything's okay other than that. Did it for a second? Okay. I don't know what it is. My computer's been lame. It's all Windows' fault. Whose Windows? This creature. I'm gonna get big. But yeah, I was like, I want to watch Zootopia. Because I watched FNAF, the first one, on streaming with friends, and that was fun. I feel like it's one of those movies where it would kind of benefit you to talk a little bit instead of having to be quiet in a movie theater, just like due to how it is. Is it cracking again? Hello? There we go. Let me give it another reset. Hold on. That's what I'm saying. It's like one of those things that's nicer to talk over. You're lonesome because no one wants to go to the theater on a random Wednesday morning. I love going to the theater on random middle of the week mornings because it's cheaper. It's just me and the old people and then like the kids who are homeschooled or something. Something of the sort. Not be raking gravel, at least it's colorful. That's true. I wonder which one of my wires is messing up. And no people. Yeah, exactly. You can sneeze and it's okay. Let me wiggle the back of this wire. It's cracking. Yeah, they're definitely the best. Hello, hi person. Hi, hi. Well, I just pushed a bunch of wires in and hope it works. A new theater. And the last theater wasn't working. Did they just like turn the lights on an old theater and then call it a day? What do you mean everything wasn't working on a brand new theater? For free small popcorn for your chosen said no. What assholes. Review bomb them on whatever the fuck. Yelp, I guess. Yelp sucks. Well, Yelp is okay. But it used to be that you can just look at it without having to download the app. Now you have to download the app. You have to. And I don't want to. I don't want useless apps on my phone. A hint of static might be afraid to wire instead of cable. This sucks. This is my nice wire too. I wonder if it's just because it's touching something it shouldn't touch. It's very possible. Hold on. I'm gonna mute this thing. Hello? A, B, C, D. I hear it popping. Hold on. Bow bow. Wait, it pops instantly. I also muted it because I was like, oh, I need to be able to hear it. But then I was like, you guys are just be listening to literally nothing. It sounds like it's a little bit better though. It's a little bit better. I just unplugged the aux. Is that what it's called? The XLR cable. I might have to switch it out though. This is my short one though. And it's supposed to be the nice one too. Oh well. Oh well. Very whack. It's good? Okay, hopefully it stays that way. The little like static from like the the low quality audio from the BGM is like also being like, is that me? But it's not. So Blade Runner 2049 at 9 a.m. at an empty theater was great. 9 a.m. is too early for me. For me, I feel like a 10, 11, or 12 is like my hours for like being able to get up for like leisurely shit. So I'll sleep in a little bit. The movie was late, so I went out and asked someone who I think was the manager, and they said some of them aren't working, but the ads should be playing at least. And 5 to 7 minutes later, nothing. Random staff walks in and I just wave for like, hello, and they said the whole place wasn't working. That's fucking ass. Did you even watch the movie? Did you even watch it? Sounds like you just watched a bunch of fucking ads and then got literally nothing. So many lengths of aux cords for all your synths. My good ones are always shorter. Mine, yeah, my good one here is shorter too. I have a really long one for when I do 3D streams, and then I have like a medium one, I think. What am I drawing today? I don't know. I drew a little Pluie. I got Pluie on my mind, which is why I wrote Mike. It was like 20 minutes late. That's insane. My sister, she went to take our honorary little brother to see, I don't know what it's called, but it was like that running anime movie that was in theaters recently, like in limited like release. And they went to the movie And I think they went to like a set, like one of the rooms, right? Like the theater rooms or whatever. And they were there for like a hot minute. And they were like, there's nothing playing. And they thought nothing was going to happen. And they were like, dude, go. And she said, go outside and like check if we're in the right theater or something. And they were in the wrong theater. So then they went and they caught the movie just in time. I think they said like literally no one else was there. I think it was like only like another small group of people were there watching that movie. But that was like, it's sorry, I don't like when I want to watch a movie like in a place, I always feel like a little insecure if it's like literally no one there. Cause it's like, am I in the right fucking theater room? I want to say booth, but they're not booths. You know what I mean? Cause like, what? And then sometimes if it's like an anime movie, literally they don't play ads sometimes. They just like let it rip. It happens. Happened to me at Suzume. The screen died and only audio was working at first. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna erase this. I wanted to draw something. Let me change the canvas to something nicer. Wrong. You're not the right canvas. This one. More immersive is empty, but something the crowd can be fun too. Yeah. I think it's fun just to like hear people muttering and see their reactions. It really just depends on the movie. It was your birthday too? My goodness. Happy late birthday. I hope that FNAF popcorn bucket arrives soon. And Freddy Fazbear comes to your house and sings happy birthday to you. Infinity War and Endgame opening night in a full theater, very fun experience. I think my sister saw it pretty soon after it came out, and the theater was also very fun. I can't think of a movie I would want to see, and like at opening week, if not night. Excuse me. I don't really know a lot about movies. I haven't really watched a movie since I started. Like, I had like a little kick of watching a bunch of them, and then I stopped because I got busy. There was a time, like recently, like I don't remember when. I think it was like November, sometime in like mid to late November. I was really fucking stressed out to the point where I like saw a cigarette and I was like, that looks so fucking good. It wasn't even a real cigarette either. It was like an animation with a cigarette in it, and I was like, that looks so fucking good. And then, but I was like, that's stupid. I would never smoke. That shit's not even tasty at all. But I was so stressed out that I got to the point where I was like, I bet that's nice, right? And then it's like flashback to now, or like, what's it called? Whatever to now. Hello. We're here now. And then I'm like, I don't remember why I was so fucking stressed. But I was like, maybe I'm not supposed to remember why I was so stressed. Because if I was so stressed out that the fucking jump cut, maybe. Because if I was so stressed out that like an animated like cigarette smoke animation had me going in like drools. Where's my little drooling thing? Where is it? Jewels. If it had me like this, like, I don't think I want to remember why I was stressed. I think it's okay that it's past. I don't want to remember why. The reason I was like, wait, what was it anyway? Is because like I was stressed recently, and then I was like, I'm stressed out, and it feels like it's worse than like that time, but I don't want a cigarette. So what happened? What happened? They're cool. They do look cool. Cowboy Bebop does make smoking look cool. Wooly Cooly too. Yeah. So there's something about like the right aesthetic and everything that makes it look cool. If you don't do it right, then it just looks like normal. I know people do smoke. Oh, I was like out somewhere. I was traveling. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. I was out traveling to go visit a friend. Oh my goodness. Christmas, just a few days. Can you believe it? Just a few days. I wanted to go visit a friend out. I was in the city, but it was actually further than the city. It was another city that's even further. It was very cool. I took a train. I'd never been on a train before. But we went to a we had a a bus stop that we were waiting at to get picked up by them. And there was just some lady like smoking like behind the bench we were sitting at. And whatever the fuck she was smoking had me gagging, dude. It was so gross. I was like, dude, whatever fucking cigarette flavor or brand she's smoking, oh my god, she needs an upgrade. It smelled, I was gonna say it tasted. Well, it was so fucking bad. I felt like I was eating it. It smelled so bad. It was like borderline like how like really rank weed smells like, but it was actually worse. I was like, oh my god, if you're gonna smoke cigarettes, make them nice. Probably cigarillos, maybe. It just smelled so fucking bad. Luckily, like, I think she left, so the smell went away. I was already hella tired because we just got off the train. And it was like late, it was like getting dark, and I was like, I don't want to be here too late. But the smell was like so gross. Nasty. Lung cancer be damn, the aesthetic and vibes was too good. They really are. But I know they have like those like, well, vapes for one, but vapes like make your lung explode or some shit. They're also very bad for you. But they also have like those like, actually, are these even like proper real? Like, those like aesthetic type of like things that you smoke where it's, you're basically just like smoking like herbs, like lavender, rose, insert other beautiful flowers and herbs here. You know, and they like say it's like, I guess healthier, but like the part of what makes it dangerous isn't necessarily like you're inhaling bad plants. It's like the coils and like the metals in the device are bad for you. And the paper, because it's just smoke. Smoke's not good for you. You weren't meant to have smoke in you. It's for the outside. Vapes don't even look tough. What if you make it look tough? What if you have like the vape that looks like a Motorola phone or like a Nokia? That look tough or what? I'm looking for. It just reminded me of that one fucking audio. I don't know if I even showed it. It's the one where it's like this girl. She's like talking, or she's like singing about like I guess it was like a book talk thing. You know, like those ladies who read spicy romance novels or whatever, and then she goes, I'm looking for a CEO, dark hair, tall, something, and it's like a really weird thing. Hold on, I'm trying to find my files here before I forget. Where even is it? Art. Meow. Sprites. Let's do. And the flat ears and thinking. Thank you. I'll open up Ray here. The eyes I'm still not happy with. We'll see. Let's see if I can find this damn video. I don't think I've ever shown it to you guys. It's like one of the few. The thing about it though is that it probably be hard to find on YouTube. Because YouTube's terrible for trying to find TikToks. Book talk. I'm looking for. If I can't find it, I'll have to go on TikTok to find it. Oh wait, I found it. What video? There's like lady doing like a little song. Hold on.
I'm looking for a new book boyfriend.
Yeah. Okay. I think this is set up. Please let me see it. Let me studio mode. Real quick. Get the music playing so I can see. Oh wait, I think it has a filter on it, right? That's what it is. Nor? Okay. Sujil. Fire. Well, okay. Go here. Okay. This video. Did I just create the new book talk anthem? Let me open my little chats here real quick.
I'm looking for a new book boyfriend. Billionaire. 6'5", brown eyes. Billionaire. 6'5", brown eyes. I'm looking for a new book boyfriend. Billionaire. 6'5", brown eyes. I'm looking for a new book
That's what I was trying to reference. So I remember I'm looking for whatever. I think other people, I don't remember. I think this is the original. I can't remember if the cadence slash like tune she's doing is original. One more time.
Boyfriend, billionaire, 6'5", brown eyes, billionaire, 6'5", brown eyes. I'm looking for a new boyfriend, billionaire, 6'5", brown eyes. I'm looking for a new
She's looking for the CEO. Me, I'm looking for Uncle Mike. Speaking of Mike, you know those accounts? And put the BGM back on. I don't know if I have an Uncle Mike video to show. I guess we go try to find it. An Uncle Mike video. Whoops, this one. But there's like, you know those accounts on TikTok that will like summarize episodes or movies, and they'll like use like weirdly translated or just like completely different names. Oh, says Ox. I saw a video spammed in. Okay, hold on. Try Uncle Mike here. Well, there's one recently that I saw where it's like this guy. It's like this. I guess it's like a Japanese show that's on Netflix. Of this man who, it's one of those like goes around and eats a bunch of food with gusto type videos. But I've never seen this one, and they translate slash like name this guy Uncle Mike. It's been my entire feed. Can I find one? Did I even like one? I don't even like one of these videos. Me just watching a bunch of them and not giving them a single like. How greedy. When did I see it? I seriously liked I seriously watched a bunch and didn't give a single one a like. You heard of that guy? Yeah? Let me see. I think I sent my sister one. I sent my senator. I sent my local representative and Uncle Mike TikTok. Let's see. Here. Oh, speaking of like weird videos also, I'll send some of these after. They just turned into the TikTok hour. What art, bro? Where is it? No way it was this late. I don't think it was this late. Food Adventure is the name? Maybe. I saw that there was another one that people also know that's like a similar type of show where like the girl, I don't know if her name's actually this, but in like the weird TikTok summaries, it's called, her name's Sachiko. Excuse me. And she's like a real estate agent, I guess. Oh, here we go. How do I get to the original sound? How does TikTok work? No, go here. 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 Here we go. Hides this? No! Skip. Where's the audio?
Today, our Uncle Mike arrived at a bar district and discovered a famous yakitori restaurant. Looking at the various skewers and nanban chicken, Uncle Mike immediately decided to have a after entering and sitting down. He quickly ordered a glass of oolong tea, then started ordering dishes while snacking on appetizers.
A guinea pig?
Avocado, rich in flavor, soft and smooth. The vinegar chicken skin was surprisingly grilled first, then soaked free-range chicken skin. Not only sweet and sour.
Miss me? Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Simple appetizers were anything but ordinary. Taking another big sip of oolong tea from his
This is not tea. This man's drinking a nice cold beer.
beer mug, Uncle Mike looked at the menu on the wall and ordered nanban chicken, mackerel skewers, pork belly miso skewers, chicken
And then you skip.
one bite after another. So delicious he simply couldn't stop. Soon everything was finished. Uncle Mike reflected that today's choice was definitely right, then drank the oolong tea full and satisfied, left contentedly, looking forward to Uncle Mike's next visit.
I'm looking forward to Uncle Mike's next visit. Anyway, that's that. I've been watching a lot of those. Go here. I didn't press nothing on my little tweets or whatever. Let me do that now. What time is it? I turned into a guinea pig. What was that? I just read guinea pig and I was like, oh, where? But it was me? Oh, wine for the holidays, the cup gets you tipsy. Isn't wine kind of strong? I've never really had wine in like a good quantity. I just had like a few sips of it because it doesn't really taste very good to me. Like some of it's okay, but I like the stuff that tastes yummy. Maybe it was just shitty wine. That's probably the case. No one nice cold beer. Yummy. I hate those TikTok voiceovers taking over every video, literally. But to me, like the ones that get me pretty often, like get me as in my goat. They're getting my goat. Someone help him. Anyway, the one that gets my goat is when it's like, I don't know, like a review for something, like a review, like an art review or like an art video, or it's like someone like addressing allegations. Usually it's art related because I have an art focused For You page. Or like someone talking about like drama or something, and they're like using the fucking like TikTok voiceover, like voice changer, or just like the text to speech. I was like, oh my god, that's so annoying. It's like, this feels like so like terrible. Like I can't take any of it seriously. Like whatever like weird drama's going on, it's like, I don't know. Maybe I'll just draw it right. I don't know. I don't know. What am I feeling? Nothing really. Yapping it up, I guess. You bought cheap wine? That looks like it tastes good. You don't like drink it till you throw up. Because then it's like, let's say you like buy like a cheap wine, you're like, oh, it's like cheap and it tastes pretty good, right? And you drink a bunch of it, but then like you throw up and then now you have that memory association. It's like, oh, I shouldn't have had that one. But I guess better the cheap one than the expensive one that you like corrupt the memory. Showing art and talking about the effort to make it using text to speech, pretty ironic. I don't know. I get like the anonymity of it, but then you can just have the text. Like you don't need to have like the voiceover. Like maybe, I guess, if it's like that's the bit, but there's better like TTS out there. Like, I don't know. This chin look fun. A cheap date. I'd stop when I get tipsy. I hate how I feel later. Yeah. Like, why corrupt the memory? And also, why feel like shit? That's why I really don't drink alcohol, because it's like not worth the damage if you drink too much. Kids can't be asked to read now. They gotta have it read to them. Okay, so my sister has noticed recently a bunch of videos when people want to say, I'll write it down. They want to say women, like plural. Plural. When they want to say women, they say woman, single. And they're talking about plural, but they'll still say woman. My mic cut out again. They don't want to hear me say the truth. Not everyone is saying woman for some reason. Anyway, so they keep saying woman. Like, oh, look at all these women. No, even I'm saying it right. Look at all these women. You guys ever notice when women do women do this? Even I can't silence the woman. They silence the woman. Woman. They're saying it wrong. Mike, you're still on the clock. Stop taking too many breaks. I can't believe Mike would do this to me. It's a little cracky, isn't it? You can hear it a little bit. No! Anyway, there was a video explaining, well, like trying to explain basically like why maybe people are speaking like this. And it basically boiled down to the kind of the concept slash idea that when people are reading, quote unquote reading, they're actually just like reading sounds. So this is men. They're saying men. No, men. woman, woman. I don't know. They're basically like not making the effort to distinguish the women, the IN versus the EN. And they're basically just kind of sounding out the word and they just say woman. Right? TDLR, people can't read these days. People aren't learning how to read, and so they just default to like sounding things out like how it looks. And they can't read. They like genuinely can't read. They're just like half reading. They have half the battle done. Kind of nuts. There are other like words I think that kind of show that, but that was like the most like jarring one. Is it just kids? Is your sister younger? No, my sister doesn't say that. She noticed people saying it. In fact, it's driving her crazy. She's my age, which I won't say what my age, but it's grown. We're both grown. We both went to school. We both learned how to read properly, I guess. So when we hear people say it wrong, it's like, what the fuck is going on? And it's because other people, I guess younger, I guess generally speaking, the people who I see do it the most are younger, maybe from like teens to like early 20s, like maybe like but there are some older people who do it, like maybe people in their late 20s, but usually it's younger people who have trouble saying the two. 27. I don't know, I'm trying to guess like what would be the oldest person I've seen do that like mistake. I don't know. Everyone laughs because some men are afraid of woman, but they never ask why they're afraid. It's a fear of dogs or cats. That's true. Everyone has reason. I had to train some new younger people at my job, and they were definitely lacking some basic language skills. They're maybe 2 or 3 years out of high school. Yeah. It's more common than you would think. It's one of those things where it's like, you think it's not a real thing until you encounter like people like that and you're like, oh, this shit's actually like really dire. And it's true, the stats don't lie. And then you see and you meet these people and you're like, oh my god, it's true. I'm old enough to see what I've lived been called classic. I feel like you generally don't even have to be that old. Like I think like once you hit like, okay, any point in time, right? Let's just say you were born 1980. Let's say you were born like 80 on the dot. Hello, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Let's just say you were born 80 on the dot, in the 80s on the dot. Like by the time you were 20, and 20 isn't old like by any means, but like by the time you're 20, it's already the 2000 on the dot. Like think about how many things changed and happened from the 80s to the 2000, like 2000 flat, you know? It really doesn't take very long for things to quote unquote age out in like pop culture and like the things you grew up with, you know? Like remember the most popular console was the PS1, yeah. And then it was like the other one, the 2, and then the 3. I love my 3. And then the Wii came out, and then the Vita came out, and then all the Xboxes, and then the Switch, and then now we have the Switch 2. Can you believe it? Oh, then the 3DS also, and the DS, and the DSi. All sorts of things. Blink-182 and Green Day are considered classic rock now. Isn't that nuts? Nah, if I could have had lived both the 80s and 2000s, bro. Bro, imagine like... Well, I feel like I wouldn't want to go any further. I don't know if times are really good from like before the 80s. Even then, the 80s were a struggle. A lot of bad things happening. A lot of bad things happening now. I don't know. If you live in your bubble, it depends. The Steam machine, it does look cool. I want to hear what people say about it once it's like proper out and like they experience it. PS3 was a class of its own. It really was. And still is. I have one right on my desk. I have not turned it on, but the power's onto it. It is connected. I'm going to be honest, PS4 and PS5 are downgrades from PS3. They really are. Like I couldn't justify when like the PS4 was coming out. I couldn't justify getting one like whatsoever. It was just like, I don't know. And like they stopped making the backwards compatibility, I guess, for the like PS5 isn't backwards compatible or whatever. and there's basically nothing on the PS5. And then games are just like different these days. I was smart to not buy a PS4. And they were all being like scalped too, like you couldn't get one. Nuts. Steam Machine isn't a great deal. I'm getting a Steam Deck. I've heard good things about the Steam Deck. I kind of want one. I don't really need one because I do the little like phone connector thing. It would be good, but I don't know. I like one. I have a friend who has one and they let me borrow it once and it was fun. But there's something nice about having your own Steam account on it. I had theirs on it and I played like a little, what's it called? UFO 50. I played that game on there. Pretty fun. But I want my little my games on it. The Cave Story. Except I was playing Cave Story on my 3DS, so I found it really cool. So I wanted to play, I was like, I want to play it mobile, and I was like, wait, this thing is on the 3DS. So then I picked up my beautiful 3DS and I played it there. I'm not done yet. The PS Home? I don't think, what's a PS Home? Let me see. I had a PS Vita and I had a PS Go. I love my little Go, and I dropped it and the whole thing fucking broke. It still works, but I need to use headphones for it. PS Home. Let me see. PlayStation Home. PlayStation. Colonel Ventus, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. PlayStation Home was a virtual 3D social gaming platform developed for the PS3. Really? Whoa. Home remained as perpetual beta until its closure on March 2015. That's crazy. Man, I never played that. I never really played anything like online on the PS3. I played like whatever games I had. And then I think the most online I ever did was like play the online levels for Little Big Planet. Head. Here. Label this sketch. Control S. As part of the PlayStation and Xbox consoles is that you can watch 4K Blu-ray and DVD. Yeah, you can do everything. Avatars and rooms with other avatars. It's like VR chat. Use your Xbox 360 DVD player now. That's what I use my PS3 for. Traded my PS3 for PS4. I regret to this day. The PS3 is so good. And if you want it a little bit thin, you can get the slim one. You know what is missing with the PlayStation though? The old iPad games. iPad. Let me Google. iPad. Aw. It's like a little monkey. I think I've ever seen this creature. It's like a little... Like Labubu. Labubu. They're not even popular anymore. No one gives a fart about Labubus no more. Hello, hi. iToy? Oh, I remember the iToy. Let me refresh my brain on what it looks like. I do remember it. I love looking at little pictures. Let me see. Yeah, I remember the iToy. Real old shit. It's here. Labubu. We no longer in that time. We live in the age of remasters and remakes. Yeah. I'm sure there will be a renaissance soon. It hasn't been that long since all the things that are being remade and remaked have come out. So I'm sure eventually someone will come up with something nice and hot. I think I just want this bang to be a single layer. It doesn't have to be like a million layers. Is this even the brush I want to use for this? I'm using like this like flat line art brush. It's probably for the better. Sega Game Gear just to play Puyo Puyo. I never played a Puyo Puyo game. I played like a little bit of one, but I played one of the arcade ones too. But I'm not good at Puyo Puyo at all. I like playing Tetris, but like I'm also not good at Tetris like in a competitive manner, so I get my ass beat every time. I just like stacking them and like, you know, turning them and shit. But I can't do it with speed. I don't have any like sort of speed or agility with it. Imagine having a time machine being able to live the 2000s in our current age. In our current age. Like how old you are now. At least the decades of your childhood. Like if you were, hold on, this, here, there we go. Ever tried chocolate covered cherries? It's terrible. Why cherries on strawberries? I'll be honest, I like strawberries and chocolate's like okay to me. Chocolate covered strawberries, I feel like I never really had like a proper good one because like by the time I get to it, it's like they're both like not as good. Both the chocolate and the strawberry. It's not worth it. Speaking of things that are not particularly worth it to me, hot pot or whatever, like it's good, but I always find that like for the price and like the amount that you eat, it's not worth it. I don't know. It's like I can get like a like if I went to like a carne asada or something, or like a Mexican restaurant, I would get like way more meat for like way cheaper and it would be just as fucking good. I could order a soup too and be just as good. I just feel like I never get like my money's worth when I go to hot pot. You love it because it's soup? I like the soup too. It's really good, but it's like I'm not getting enough meat and I love meat. I went to an all-you-can-eat one that I think was like 40 per person, and I went with like 4 people, and like it's all you can eat, but you can only have 4 like little plates out, and I know why, because it's like, you know, not to waste food, and you only have 4 little plates out, and so we got like meat and it was good or whatever, but like every person basically only got like a plate. I think we only ordered like 2 sets, so we only got like 2 plates each person. It was basically like nothing. And some of the, I don't know, I think also because the meat's really thin, it just feels like I'm not really eating shit. Like I'm not eating nothing. I want meat. Doesn't taste good. I mean, it does taste really good, but it's like nothing. It's like little crumbs. It's like you're giving me like the Disney's A Christmas Carol, like Mickey slicing the bread into like a very paper thin slice. That's what it felt like. KBBQ was better, but even then, I don't know. Me when I go to Taco Bell and they give me a thimble of meat, why so stingy, man? Chicken and dumplings the other day, that sounds good. I watched an Uncle Mike video of him eating those and it looked very good. I let me and my buddy order like 15 plates. We had the table stacked. That sounds so good. Maybe it's better when you're like with less people, because I feel like because I was with 4 people. Actually, it's not true because I was with 4 people and my sister barely ate. And then my other 2 friends ate. I think it was just the one that ate the most. But it was like, I don't know. They were more proactive about cooking it, therefore it's theirs. But it's like, I don't know. I didn't eat shit. Thank God. The soup was really good. I basically just drank a shitload of soup. It was really good. Hello, Jones here. Jones? Jones? Like Jonesy? Not even the same thing. Where's the color? Girlfriend, Pokemon Legends ZA for Christmas. Don't tell her. I won't. Your secret is safe with me. Cooking your own food a lot lately. It's been really nice learning about recipes. I feel like since like I like very filling food. That sounds good. I would like to cook more if I didn't live in a household where everyone had to have a bite. And then also was like critical about what I ate. Not what I ate, what I cooked. Like, why don't you cook this? And they're like, this isn't very good. And it's like, Also, like, what if I don't want to eat it? I just want to cook it. I don't want to eat it though. That's when you invite people over. But then it's like, what if they don't? What if it's not good? This is my first time making it. Here's some water. You bake some snickerdoodle cookies. Those are my go-to cookies, you know, because they're so easy and from scratch. I like making my cookies from scratch. Speaking of making cookies from scratch, I looked up how to. Did I say this before? I might have. I looked how to make gingerbread cookies from scratch. It's a little more involved than I thought it would be. Cause you like, I think the recipes I looked up, it was like you need like the literal spices or whatever, or like the literal like ginger, like for the gingerbread. And I was like, bro. And then I went to the store, tried to look for like a pre-made pack, because it's the holidays, right? So you would think there's a pre-made pack of it already. It's just pure white, it is. But there isn't any. This is flipped the wrong way. Well, that's right. There isn't any. And I was like, what happened? I thought they would be. There was like the bread, but I wanted the cookies. So I just gave up on my dreams of making gingerbread for the holidays. Maybe I'll learn next year. Let's do this. Oops. This looks good. You can do it. I'll have to like do more investigating. See if it's worth my time. Pasta or chicken recipes. That is true. Good for large servings. A gingerbread cookie recipe I made for a Christmas party, but with a little twist. They're gingerbread cookies, but they're coated in spiced sugar and stuff with a cheesecake. Oh, that sounds so good. Cheesecake is so good. You really don't have to have much of it to like be like, wow, this is so tasty. This isn't really what her hair looks like. I guess it can be. She's my OC. I can do whatever I want. Mid bang. Let's do bangs. The other Christmas recipe is even more dangerous. What is it? What sorts of sweets and treats are you filling it with? You can make the best chicken Alfredo you'll ever have. I put money on it. Whoa. Sounds really good. I love chicken Alfredo. That's like one of my maybe last meals. My last eels. Big tin of popcorn today from a friend. That sounds yummy. I like those like Christmas popcorn tins. I haven't gotten one this season. I got one of those like Costco cookie biscuit tins a while ago. Did I talk about this? I might have. I got one of those. What's it called? It was so good. It lasted me like a whole month. And I want another one, but I have to ask someone to drive me to Costco. I don't want to go anywhere. I was gone for like 2 weeks. I don't want to go outside ever. When I got home, I was like, I don't want to talk to a single person ever. I don't want to go outside. I don't want to see anyone. Traveling is not for me. But I did it for my friend. Go here. The things I do for love, you know? They're like cheesecake balls. Whoa. In the middle is Bailey's Irish cream liquor and white chocolate Tim Tams, and then coated in melted chocolate after freezing them. Whoa. That's so much. The cheesecake alone is already so much, but everything else, what is it called? The word decadent? Very, very strong. Very decadent. The mixed tins are different flavors of popcorn are rad. They are. They're so cool. Professionals when it comes to pasta. To the pasta guy, all I can say to you is you can't Olive the Garden. You can't out Olive the Garden. Olive Garden? Pasta? I guess it's okay. I like it. It's not real. But it's yummy. A delicious Christmas jam. Whoa, so Christmas. Ooh, ah, so Christmas. You can also replace the Tim Tams with Oreos. Oreos. My friend, when it was Halloween, came over and we made some brownies and they were really good. But you know, like those, I don't know what these really are because I've never had them before. I guess they're sugar cookies technically. What's that guy's name? Pillsbury Doughboy. Like the Christmas ones, like these, but they're like normal, or like they're sugar cookies. I've made sugar cookies before. These things, these like types of sugar cookies. She had gotten them because I was like, oh, let's have them, you know? And I was like, oh, wait, what if we put them on the bottom of the brownies? So then it's like we have the brownies and the cookies on the bottom. And we were like, oh, that sounds so cool. So that's what we did. But then like at the end, when I like, ate a few, I realized I couldn't taste any of the sugar cookie. And like I don't know what it tastes like because I've never had one of these. So I basically didn't have one. So I still don't know what these things taste like. Because the wow. Here we go. Wow. Take me to Olive Garden for your final meal request. Unlimited soup and breadsticks. What if it was like, you can eat whatever you want, however long you want, and then we'll kill you? That's not a bad deal. Unlimited until your time is up, you know? 40 plus grams of protein per serving and almost no sodium. Holy moly. How do you have almost no sodium? I guess if you do like really good ingredients. You never get executed. Yeah. You would just keep eating. And you're like, excuse me, let me go to the bathroom. And then you just empty it all out and then you keep eating. And you will like live forever until your body gives out. I had those cookies all the time as a kid. What do they taste like? I assume they just taste like regular sugar cookies, but there's like the sugar cookies where it's like they're like, oh, like you get them at the store, you get them at a store. What else do you get at a store? Everything else. Like those sugar cookies where it's like the fluffy, like, here's their name, Loft House cookies. That's what they're called. I've never heard them called that. So I only called them sugar cookies, but they're called Loft House cookies. Those are really good. Those are my sugar cookies of choice. They're so not real. You have a genie? My 3 wishes. I don't know. Because you have to think about it because genies are like creatures. They don't think like you and I. They'll like twist up your wish. But have to think about it. You just don't add salt. The cheese is enough, and that's true. Cheese is also like really salty. You just leave it. Like when you add cheese to things, it makes it saltier. I've learned that the hard way. In some recipes I was cooking. Monkey palm moment, yeah. Things. I don't know if I like this. Side hair. 1, a 2, a 2, a 3. You want good sugar cookies? The most simple I make regularly, just flour, butter, and brown sugar, and then coat it in sugar. It's not the right pen. That's what I do. I just make them from scratch usually. Those exact ingredients. Although usually I don't have brown sugar on me. I like to use brown sugar too, but I usually never have any. I get lucky. I keep forgetting to buy some too. I don't cook very often or bake really often. It's when I need it. I don't have it. City Pop commercial with an owl. Yeah, didn't they remake that again recently or something? I feel like they like low-key remake it every few years. I think they actually remade it recently. Something of the sort. I'm missing. There we go. A good white chocolate macadamia cookie. Me too. I feel like those cookies are very underrated. Because people don't like the macadamia nuts. But they're not like super heavy nuts, you know? Anyone see Five Nights at Freddy's 2? I have not. Oh yeah, I want to see Zootopia because I've seen literally nothing about it except like there's like some, is he a lynx? Some like cat character, some wild cat character where people were like comparing him to like Arachi from Persona 4, Spampton from Deltarune, and there was another character that they were comparing him to, but I can't remember who it was. But they were basically like, who's like worse and like who's harder to defend, basically. And I was like, what is this character that they're up against fucking Adachi Persona 4 and like spammed it? Like, what the fuck is going on? Pawbert. Yeah, Pawbert. What a strange name. Pawbert. What would your name be? Dude, if you live in a world full of animals and they called you Pawbert, like after paws, let's say your name, they called you like Handbert, you know? Like you're named after a body part, a common one at that. Are there human names with like Footbird? Yeah, Footbird. Are there human names where it's like body parts? Like there's a body part in there somewhere in the name? I can't think of any. And not like nickname, I mean like a real proper name. Anyway, I was like, what the fuck did this Pawbert guy do to be compared to these characters? So I'm curious. The cat is curious. Peter Richard? That doesn't count because those are because they're nicknames and they are real names though. But it's like not the name itself, you know? Unless your name is like directly Dick, then it's like it doesn't count. But that one does count. That is like the one body part I can think of a name. This is not the right color. Sing in Zootopia is played by Ke Huy Quan, my favorite actor. Ooh. Maybe in other languages. Probably in other languages. Probably. Says the thing. Ooh, I'm telling. I said it. I'm the boss here. Philip? That doesn't count. That's so like, you're really thinking about it. It wouldn't be it though, because the lip part isn't like important. It's been like, I love lips. Let me name a child Philip because the lip part is in it. I don't think that's really a logic that exists or has been done before. I mean, there's a lot of people out there, so maybe not. Slide here. Two. Spelled side wrong. His own fights and stunts in the movie Love Hurts. That's always very cool when actors do their own stunts and stuff. Oh, that reminds me. I saw the worst fucking movie ever. I saw the worst movie ever. And that's saying a lot because I feel like I've seen worse. But like this one was actually so like, this movie sucked. What's it called? What's it called this? Hold on. I can barely remember the title. Movie? Here we go. No, is it this one? Oh my god, what was it called? What was it called? The Minecraft movie? No, that was good. Well, part of it was good. Only parts of it were good. It's not this one. What was it called? It was like Love something. Fuck. I know an actor in it. Hold on, let me look it up. It was like a star-studded cast. This will be a movie I like. I hope it's not a movie you like. Although the odds of it being a movie that you like is actually weirdly high. Because my friend, we watched the whole. What's it called? Okay, what's his name? Liam Neeson. Okay. Okay, it was called Love Actually. That's what it's called. Let me show the poster. Love Actually, yes. Where is it? My friend showed me the movie because he had gone to his aunt's house and it was playing because it's like a Christmas movie. Barely, by the way, barely a Christmas movie, you asked me. It was a Christmas movie. And at the end of it, she had asked him what he thought and he was like, whatever. And she was like, this movie is so good. It was so good, wasn't it? So she was basically, she really liked it, right? And so then when he was like, he prefaced it by being like, I want to watch a movie with you guys. And that's like basically just it, right? He didn't tell us what it was other than it was like a romance movie. Oh my god, it was so bad. It basically follows like a bunch of different storylines of like moments of love or whatever. But they're done really terribly. Like nothing is properly developed, and it feels like they probably, okay, let's just say that there's like 7 different storylines, they really only needed 2, and 2 was low-key cutting it too. Like they really didn't need a million storylines, and some of them weren't so pointless that it was like, what the fuck was the point? Just to like waste your time. It's like a 2-hour movie. There's one where this guy was like, oh, because it takes place in England, it's like, oh, all these British chicks fucking suck and they're a bunch of prudes. Let me go to America where these real fucking women are because they'll bang me. And he goes to America and his homie's like, bro, please, you're not gonna find shit. Like, no, they're not. You're so fucking ugly and stupid and terrible. They're not gonna fuck you. And so but then he goes to fucking America and he meets like 4 like beautiful busty blonde women, and they're all kind of a little dumb or whatever, and they instantly want him. And then like he comes back with one of them as like a girlfriend or whatever, and she has a friend for his friend. What was this stupid like raunchy comedy type of shit? Mind you, there's other plots too. This fucking character dude, every fucking storyline, I have so much fucking shit to talk about it. Oh my god. One of those crap movies that's still fine to watch because it says so much influence of the parody site guides. I'd never heard about this movie because I don't know anything about movies. Your chopped chud Englishman can score. Really, I think that's what the message was. Where it was like, even if you're like ugly, stupid, and mean, there's someone out there for you. The plot line with the actor that is I don't remember his name, but the guy who played Snape in the Harry Potter movies. I don't remember his actor's name. I don't know actors. But his storyline was basically like they work at like a nondescript office like setting, and there's this very beautiful young woman, maybe in her late 20s, early 30s, and he's like, I don't know, in his like 50s or whatever. This beautiful young woman who's like hitting on him like really overtly, and he's like not really picking it up, but you know, he's kind of picking it up, right? But he's doing his best to deflect. He like is basically like falling for her, and he like goes to the mall, and mind you, he's married with kids. He goes to the mall, and he like really quickly, like while his wife's away, he goes to like buy a necklace just really, really quickly. And then like the Mr. Bean character, I don't remember his name either, but the actor of Mr. Bean, he's like taking comedically, quote unquote comedically, it was actually not that funny, but like comedically long to like wrap his present, like the little necklace, and he was like, oh fuck it, whatever, like whatever. He doesn't get it, and his wife's like, oh, like why are you in the jewelry section? He was like, oh, you know, whatever, right? And then later he like wraps the gifts, and he wraps the gifts and he like leaves it somewhere, and the wife sees it, and like there's like a note that says like, oh, thanks for putting up with me kind of shit, right, that he wrote on there. And the wife's like, oh, they finally got me something that wasn't just like a scarf, you know? And it's like, wow, like her husband loves her still, you know? They've been married for like God knows how long, and he's finally showing some affection. And then it comes Christmas Day, and then she opens the present, it's the same exact shape, and it's like a fucking like album, like a CD. And he's like, oh, whatever. And he's like, I still got you the scarf, whatever. And she goes off to cry and like listen to music in her room because the fucking necklace was for the fucking his side piece, right? And you see the side piece wearing it in her beautiful red lingerie in her room. And you're like, what the fuck? And then at the end, and she confronts him, and like I guess at the end they're still together. But I was like, what the fuck is going on? This is not love. This is not love. Why are they like, oh, love actually? This is not love. I would fucking kill him. That's terrible. That was the worst fucking like side plot line of all of them, minus the weird dude. What the fuck? Like that is not a love story. What was I supposed to learn from this other than like men get away with it? Like this guy like went with his beautiful young side piece, and his poor wife has to deal with it with her kids. What the fuck? That's not love. That's not love. He doesn't love her anymore. That's so fucking sad. That's so sad. He doesn't love her anymore. And then there's like, it's just weird. Love and Spite. It really, okay, I'm trying to think of like one story that actually felt like it was like real love. Like proper love. And I think it was, okay, the weird story of like the, like stunt doubles that were doing like stunt doubles for a bunch of like sex scenes or whatever. Like those people were very normal. And I think those were like very like, oh yeah, that's love. You know, like normal people having conversation, like a weird workplace thing. Like that was like love, but it was like the most underdeveloped storyline because it really was like a sex joke. And then the other one, That I think was still a little weird was the guy who went to France and he met a Portuguese woman and they had like a language
Me when my
barrier.
bitch wife and I has a beautiful family, so I fuck it up by cheating on her with a younger woman.
No, literally, literally, and like I don't know. Puts my hands on my head. No, I don't know. That's not love. That's not love. I guess maybe the fact that she stayed is love, but she shouldn't have stayed. I don't know. Because you don't know what he's doing in the office. Also, her brother is the prime minister. Her brother is the prime minister. The way they like tried to connect every single storyline was just like strange. Delusional. It is delusional. It is not love. That is not love. But yeah, the English guy who like meets a Portuguese woman and he like learns Portuguese and he goes to ask for her hand in marriage. Like that was nice. It didn't feel well written. I mean, none of it's well written. It really is a very crummy written movie. But that one was like a nice love story if it was written well, I guess. Basically, I feel like every single storyline could have been its own thing, but they were like, let's just cram it all into a 2-hour and 13-minute movie or whatever. Oh, I just remembered one of the worst ones. One of the ladies who works at the office, the fucking like Severus Snape guy, he like the guy who cheated on his wife, he goes and he like confronts this woman. I don't know her fucking name. He was like, okay, so when are you gonna start dating? I think his name was Carl. Like, when are you gonna start dating Carl? And she's like, why would I do? And she's like, oh, because everybody knows that you love him. Even Carl knows. Like, oh, okay, so he fucking knows, right? And then so it was like, oh, you should like, you know, whatever, like go to the party with him and like whatever. So they go to the party with him and whatever. Alan Rickman, there we go. The Alan Rickman character was like, oh, it was kind of like be like trying to set her up, with this Carl guy that apparently everyone knows that she loves. And like including Carl, right? So they go to the party and they like hook up or whatever. And mind you, they've only, and like in the movie, they only speak like twice. Actually, he barely speaks a fucking line before they basically like just go straight off to the bed. He barely says a word by the time it gets to like the like climax of their story, if you will. And then you find out like her brother is like in an institution, and so she's always like busy and always answering the phone. So like they're in the middle like hooking up and she keeps answering the phone, and then she ends up like just not doing anything, and like they're not together, I guess, or whatever, because she kept fucking it up. But this Carl guy, you barely fucking see him, and the one time you see him, he's like jacked. He's got hella muscle. He's hella toned. He takes off the glasses and he's like not nerdy anymore. But it's like, what the fuck? He's barely said a damn thing. I'm just like, I don't know why she likes this guy, but she does. And she's liked him for like 2 years and counting, or whatever the fuck. I don't even know, man. That was also a really stupid storyline. I mean, I get like the concept of like, oh, the love was that she loved her brother because they only have each other and she's looking out for him because he's not doing well and he's an institution. I was like, oh, that is love. But then she just like completely neglects her own personal love life and doesn't at all try to make the effort to be with the guy that she loves, and he knows that he loves her. Also, they try to do a weird thing where it's like, I don't know. Heaven save Miss Chili from the Office, and then he drops the chili, doesn't he? You have to react to this is gold. I thought about doing a movie whatever stream, like a dedicated one. But I have to be spontaneous for it. But it wouldn't be bad. Love Actually. I'm doing the Love Actually one live right now. I put little pictures on the screen. I'm no longer those loser nerd betas. I'm drawing myself as the Chad Buff boy. We've never seen this guy until he takes his fucking shirt off and he's jacked and like shiny, like Loki, like the lighting. He's like all shiny or whatever. What's the other like stupid storyline from this thing? Oh yeah, the Liam Neeson one. It was like, oh wait, no, that wasn't even a weird one. That was like whatever. That one's also really shittily written because the boy's like, he's like 11 or some shit, and he's like, my life's over because I can't tell the cool girl that I love her, and he's like, you just gotta tell her, right? And he like makes this whole effort. He like learns how to play music for her or whatever, and he runs to the airport to tell her like I love you, whatever. And it's like, what the? But basically, like, the kid was being so dramatic, being like, I love her, man. Like, it's my life's over. What do you know? It's like, if I don't tell her to love her, I'll basically never love again. It's, dude, you're 11. You're 11. Like, and like you, Liam Neeson, as a grown-ass man, why aren't you telling this kid that it's not over and that you're fucking delusional and like grow up, right? But it's like, and it also comes off of the heels of the kid's mom, like his birth mom, and like the Liam Neeson guy's like his stepdad. The kid's mom like died, and like they went to the funeral and everything, and he was like, oh, you know, and then Liam Neeson, he's like the stepdad, he was like, I noticed my kid's like really like down in the dumps, and like I'm like, I don't know what to do if it's about like his mom, because I don't know what to say, you know, like this is like, I'm not really like a dad to him or whatever. Mind you, I don't even know if he even thought that, like whatever. It's, oh, you know, whatever. And then he goes, he asks the kid like what's wrong, he's all nervous, and the kid's like, you know, and then he's the whole thing about, oh, I'm in love or whatever. And he's like, whew, I'm glad it wasn't about your dead fucking mom. I was like, why is the kid not like, was the love thing that intense that he couldn't even grieve his mom? Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why? Like, I don't know. Like, grief is different between people, but like, was the love shit that serious that he couldn't even think about his mom that he just lost? Like, I don't know, man. What else? There's something else in that storyline I thought was weird. The whole thing is very strange. Anyway, what was, my mom just died, but I really like this hot girl. Literally, that was the whole bit. Oh, and then like the opener for the movie was like this like washed up like singer like changing one of their songs to be like a Christmas song, and like basically like being like a really like shitty like crass person on TV trying to like promote it. And at the end, he was basically trying to get it to the #1 charts, and it like somehow got to the #1 charts. We didn't see that happen, but it did. Try to get to the #1 charts, and then once it hits there, they're like, what are you gonna do now that you've hit the #1 charts? He was like, I'm gonna go to whatever random ass party I get invited to with a bunch of beautiful women or whatever, like half naked beautiful women. And I was like, oh, okay. But then at the end, he goes to his manager's place. His manager's just having a beer, you know, all alone on Christmas. Actually, I don't think it wasn't even Christmas. It was just like a regular night. It wasn't even Christmas yet. But his manager's having a beer in his house, and he goes to his manager's house, and he's like, what are you doing here? And it's like, well, you know, whatever. I realized that sometimes, like love is like hanging out with your fat balding manager or whatever. And the guy was like, are you gay? And he's just like, no. I was like, what the fuck? And then they like hugged it out, and then was like, well, I guess let's whatever, spending time together, drinking a beer together. Oh yeah, and at the end he was like, well, let's. He's like, what do we get pissed drunk and watch some porn? Okay, now you're actually just gay. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean that's what you want to do when you hang out with your fat balding manager? You're gay. What the fuck was the point of that storyline? It was like the opener and the closer for the movie. It was like, it's a terrible story. It could have been its own story also, but it's just so strange. It was like also like none of it was necessary. The entire movie was just so unnecessary. A bunch of like romance slop, like true romance slop. Play-by-play of Adam Sandler movies. I've seen a few. What's the one where like the lady has like amnesia or some shit? I was gonna say it takes place in Hawaii, but I think most of his movies are like in tropical places because he takes all his family and friends there. It's like First Something Dates? That one? Emperor, your son is gay. And he was. 50 First Dates, yeah. I've seen that one. I think at this point it's been maybe 5 years ago. I watched it because my friend really liked it. She likes rom-com movies, and so we watched that one. It's been long enough that I don't quite remember too much about it, other than I thought it was like, this is ridiculous. But it wasn't, I don't know. But other than that, I can't think of like another entire Adam Sandler movie I've watched. I've seen a lot of like bits and pieces of a lot of them, but not entire bits. Wow, I really ran my mouth on this one. Billy Madison, okay. Let me see where that one is. Billy Madison. Oh, that's the one with like the with the Germa clip. Adam Sandler movies I love: Click, Pixels, Happy Gilmore and Leo, and Grown Ups. I've not seen. I feel like I've seen Pixels, maybe parts of it, maybe not entirely. There's so many things I've seen in this world, but only in bits and pieces. And this is before like TikTok and stuff. Leo's kind of sleeper movie. I've heard it's really good, but I've not seen it myself. The back hair part. Back hair. Like surprisingly good. I have heard it's very good. Actually, speaking of like surprisingly good things, not surprisingly good, but like good things that like people didn't really give it as much attention. I saw Claws, which was like a Netflix. It was a Netflix original, but it's on Netflix. It's like an animated movie. I think it's 3D, but it looks like 2D. But it's Claws, and it's about this like rich boy mailman who has to start a post office in like a really up north like ice place. I didn't know what the plot was for that one. I just know there was like a Santa character and a mailman character, but I didn't know like the mailman character was like a weird, not weird, but like a Cusco from Cusco's New Groove type character, where it's like a spoiled rich kid thing. I didn't know that's what kind of character he was. There's a Santa Claus. His name's Claus, I think. It was a really good movie. I cried at the end. I was in a room full of people because we were just watching it in my friend's dorm. I tried really hard not to cry, very hard. So it was like, I have to be professional because like literally no one else. I think a few people were watching it, but I was like really intently watching it, and everybody else kind of out doing their own thing. But I was like, no, I can't be crying because they're gonna look over and be like, why are you crying? Because they didn't see the movie. Then I had to explain it. It was really sad. It made me cry. It was like a sad, like, oh, sad or like a not, I don't know. Maybe not sad. How do you call it? Like if we like crying worthy, but it's not sad. Emotional, I guess. An emotional moment. Well, it was kind of sad, I guess. His movies are nothing if not decently made. If not consistently decently made. Yeah, that's true. Very true. For the Sandler. For the sand. Sprite Winter Cranberry. I have not had that in a long time. Santa movies had a real comeback. That's true. Wholesome comment moment. It made me so sad. It had me thinking. It was so sad to not lose a friend. It's just like for your friend to not be there anymore. That's sad. It was a really good movie. I would recommend it if you've not seen it. It's called Claws. And it looked really cool too. So cool. The red one with The Rock and Chris Evans. We were actually gonna, because we were doing, what did we watch before that? What did we watch? Oh, we watched The Love Actually, and then we were like, oh, let's try to find another Christmas movie. So then we watched Claws, and I like Claws much better. But then we started Sister Act because I've never seen it before. And we got like, we maybe got like 20 minutes in, and then my sister did a Nacho Libre quote because it reminded something in the movie reminded her of it, and we were like, damn, Nacho Libre is so good. So then we changed the movie to watch Nacho Libre. But Sister Act apparently is like a very good iconic movie, so I should go back and finish it because it's good and people like it for a reason. What little I saw of it was good, but I didn't finish it because Nacho Libre was in our head. So we watched all of Nacho Libre again. Wow. Okay, I'm back. To change my wire. Adam Sandbag moment was when he was waiting for them to play Gangnam Style. Waiting for him to play Gangnam Style. Adam Sandler, what are you doing here? Sir X2 isn't worth trying, though the first one's fun. I feel like that's probably pretty common for most movies, right? Where it's like the first one was good. I don't know too much about Sister Act. I mean, I saw like I got the basic plot setup, right? It feels like based on like the little I watched and then knowing the plot, it feels like the type of movie that doesn't need a second one, just like off the plot alone. But they love their sequels. There you go. Not everything needs a sequel. Oh, there you go. And then also I thought was really funny. Not funny, but like just silly, haha, the world is beautiful. Turn up, big dog. There you go. We had one rotation. What's the saying? Oh, a moment that I thought was beautiful and the world is gorgeous is that after I saw what little I did of Sister Act, I was scrolling on my feed and I saw a Japanese artist who drew some Sister Act fan art. I was like, that's gorgeous. Fan art for a movie I've never seen on my timeline in the modern day. And the movie the movie's been out for years. Home video was a huge market. Now streaming services can withhold money because they don't have to report the revenue from individual streaming times. Yeah. Then actors don't get paid. So lame. Japanese fan art of American media. Yeah. You guys ever seen like art of like I guess like pop stars, like American pop stars? Not just American, but like Beatles fan art from like Korea and Japan, and then like Michael Jackson fan art, and then Nirvana fan art, and then what else have I seen? What other fan art have I seen of people? I think that's the most I've seen of those guys from like Japanese and Korean artists. It's really interesting. Oh wait, this would be white. Here. Let's use the filter. There you go. Let's refine these. Some JP artists made incredible Star Wars. Oh yeah, Star Wars. Star Wars is definitely one of them. Star Wars. What other media? I guess I'd be remiss to not say Star Trek. Let's do this. Something of the sort. Have I watched any other movies lately? I've been watching Fiona and Cake. That's good. People have a lot to say about it, that it's not as good, but I don't know. I think it's okay. Anime Yoda, my beloved. Yoda with his big goo goo eyes. I've seen Mandalorian fan art. Predator and Alien aren't anime styles. Whoa. Those are also movies I've never seen. Turn my fan off. It's in my eyes. What else? Fiona and Keek. I don't just me as a visual effects artist. I think you're doing great. I just had a recent start my influencer journey. Your character also looks great. Thank you. Good luck with your influencer journey. I just felt let down the way the storylines wrapped in Adventure Time. That's true. I don't know. I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen the end of Adventure Time, so I'd have to rewatch it. I wonder if someone ever has made like a watching guide for Adventure Time to see like what episodes are important to watch, because there's a lot of episodes and I've seen basically all of them, but I don't remember like their titles, so I'd have to like manually like be like, oh, this one's this one, this one's that one, and then some are a little scattered, just clips. There's a second season out now. I don't really know what to make of the second season. I think Huntress Wizard is really gorgeous. She's so cool. I love her. I like her a lot. But there's like little bits that they keep showing that I don't really know. Because I watched the first season of Fiona and Cake and I don't think I remember this part. But they keep showing like, hold on. Huntress Wizard, my beloved. Yeah. Heard it was bad. People keep saying that and I think I know what they mean. But I think it's just because like Fiona is like a really hard to watch character, and they keep kind of like just harping on like really like we just keep watching her fail over and over again and let people down, and it, like at the point it just feels like we wasted a lot of time doing that. But I kind of feel like I don't know, they probably definitely could have done it in less episodes that they have now. I don't know. Everything has its own place, and I definitely think it could have been better, but I don't hate what I'm seeing. I don't know. I was saying, they keep showing like Fiona having like visions or whatever of Simon being like all shriveled up or whatever. And I'm like trying really hard to remember if that was like a thing in the last season that happened, or if that's something like they're teasing for like later. But we really haven't seen too much of Simon so far in the episodes. So I'm like, what's going on? I don't know. Clone Wars 2003, the micro series specifically, was pretty good. The art style was nice. If that's the one, I think. Let me see. Clone Wars 2003. I just wrote clone. Me and my clone. Oh, it looks cool. It does look real cool. I do remember this one. Finn had a lot of time to be a kid. Fiona didn't really, but it seems like they want her to make the same kid mistakes. That's true. Someone said she was like in her like 30s. I don't think that's true. Let me look it up if there's an age. Isn't she like in her maybe mid to late? But she's not mid to late 20s. I don't think she's in her 30s. That's like killing it. I don't think she's in her 30s at all. Fiona and Cake. Travassi did this 2003 one. I think it could work, but if you take a character that's basically gender man and just take away the whackness of the original, it's not the same, feels a bit lesser. I mean, the explanation they had for Fiona and Cake, the way that it happens now is that Prismo was making the world, but he wasn't allowed to, so they put it in Ice King's head. So the thing that we saw the thing that we saw in the original Adventure Time Fiona and Cake episodes was like a version of it that he put in Ice King's head, but then he hit it and then it like changed, or like there's an alternate version or whatever the fuck, and that's like the modern Fiona that we see now. But at the end of the season, she had the option to like make a magic world or make it not magic, and she was like, I don't like the magic, so we're gonna go real mode. But then like basically in this season you kind of see her not like it either. But everything is just, I don't know, it's all her fault. Finn had the same kind of issues where he was not a very reliable person in like a lot of aspects, but we understand why he was unreliable, right? He had a lot of trauma that he like never really faced, and they kind of touch on that too in this recent season. She is in her 30s? She's in her 30s? What the fuck? Okay, now I see why people are all mad. What's the 30s? She's actually in her 30s? I thought she was like in her late. She could be 30 on the dot. Okay, now I see why people are extra mad. To be in your 30s and act this irresponsible, you think she was in her 20s. I understand. Bitch, I don't want to read the article. Washington Post. I want to see. I want to see. There's no. I don't believe it. Hold on. Can I look at this article without paying a cent? Cartoon scene question yesterday. I would like to know your answer. If you could make any cartoon into an anime, what would you choose? A cartoon into an anime with like real people? Not real people. Like anime people? Get back to work. Oh, thank you. I hope you have a good time with your journey. Is there a fan page more info? All it says is that she's in her 30s, but I want to see the citation source. Seems like it came from like an interview of some sort. Hold on. I'm gonna do one of those fake email things. Let's see. Is this even a real article? Hold on. Maybe there's a Reddit thing speaking about Fiona and Cake. Fiona age. My goat raised by dogs fought demon monsters and even losing them was able to grow and be better. Yeah, I feel like they didn't give Fiona this same grace at all. So she just, it feels like extra insufferable because we don't know what her fucking problem is. I mean, we can guess. And they kind of showed it in the recent episode where like she basically was like not really raised by, which they show her in a at like a cat shelter just playing with the kittens and stuff. And then people in the background are like, oh, this kid just comes in every day and like we don't know where her parents are or whatever. But the boss lets her because a stray's a stray or whatever. The first episode hints that the show takes place 12 years after the finale. Finn was 17 at the time, making him and Fiona 29. 29? 29 to 32. Yeah, girl, you gotta get your shit together. Maybe not like your job and stuff because I get it, it's hard. But she needs to get her emotional self together. I guess that's what the point is right now, right? We're kind of witnessing that. I guess it makes more sense because Finn is a whole ass grown man. Yeah, he's like grown. He kind of, you know, developed more, but we didn't get to see any of that with Fiona. So we just see her in her like fuck up stage, like the peak of it. And she just happens to be older. When we probably should have seen her like in that state earlier. I don't know. I do get why people are mad though. She really is a very difficult. She fucks up so much. She fucks up so much. I guess we all know a person like that more or less, but it's hard to watch. Especially when we know that she probably does have like a way for redemption and development, but it's coming so late. If at all. My ears. The ears can be... How should I do these ears? My fan back on, it's gonna hot in here. By how loud slash fast I'm speaking, I'm generating heat. I think if they actually want to tell a coming of age accusation, it should have focused on just that world. And that's true. Or at least maybe like focus on her more, because there was a lot of other little bits where it wasn't really about her. It was just like like she was just there for it, sort of like jumping through all like the Finn worlds and stuff to see all the other Finns. Like that was cool, but we never really focused on her. Strong starts to no real finishing power. That's got a bit too convoluted for a while. That's true. I'll agree with that. This ear's in the back. Back ear. I enjoyed it though. Not everything has to be perfect. This is the wrong one. Mimi bass. Mimi bass. Here. color. This. Do. Phil? Who's Phil? It's a big part of my animation lineup at the time. I'll rag on it, but I still liked it. Yeah, for sure. I wonder if there's people like trying to get into it now from like the beginning of like Adventure Time. That's why I feel like there has to be a guide out there somewhere that just covers like quote unquote the good parts, like the main storylines. Like the parts that I'd like to rewatch would be like the ones that like go over Marceline and Simon. Like I'd like to rewatch those, but they're not all super close together, like episode wise. I'd have to like look up like what episodes those are. Back ear. Let's do the base. We're so good to be out at the same time. That's true. They were good. Regular show was so stressful to watch though. Adventure Time 2 had some episodes that were really stressful to watch. That reminds me, there's like some episodes of even like SpongeBob that like stressed me the fuck out watching them. And regular show had them too, but to me, I think most regular show episodes stress me the fuck out. Like near the end, especially like the whole like twist, essentially the twist of every episode, essentially. Like they're in trouble. It always freaked me the fuck out. I was like, no, why is this happening? But certain SpongeBob episodes freaked me out. I'm trying to think of like more than one example, but the one example I can think of like certainly was the one where it's like a really windy day and he's like, I don't remember why no one was around, because I don't think it was the same episode where everybody like leaves SpongeBob for a day because it was like no SpongeBob day or whatever. But it's the one where he like has like a bunch of like monolithic like sculptures of himself and they all have holes in them. And he like lines them up and stuff, and then like the wind goes through them. It really creeped me out as a kid. I don't know what it was that made me really unsettled about it. Back ear. Base. I'm trying to remember what specific regular show episodes did that for me, but I think there was quite a few that was like, in general, the show was just weird to me. I did watch a good chunk of it too, though. The fact that he ended up alone forever, yeah. I think also partially that episode where he like goes to like the deep sea, like the bus station, and he has to like try to speak like their dialect, and he's like basically just kind of stuck there. I think that one also made me uncomfortable because it was like basically the feeling of being like stranded and like not knowing what to do and not being able to communicate. That was scary to me. Statue whistles. I also had a lot of gross ups, really. I don't remember the gross ups. I just remember the big statues. The eat a glove more. It did look good. It was like nice and fluffy looking. I need to you see me sticking my tongue out, but I can't do the little raspberry because I don't feel like it. I think it yawns. Yawn. I don't feel like it. And that was another episode. I don't remember that one. I don't remember what episode that was. Was it like the one? What was it? I don't remember. Yawn. I don't feel like it. Glove candy looked good. It did. This. We'll do ear fluff. This is ear. Ear back cover. One gets sold to the chum bucket. Oh, right. I remember that. True. Trying to know what other ones. His friends from the robot. Right. I hear it in my head like robotically, but I forgot why he was a robot. But that's why. Do this. Fluff. The fry cook games always stressed me out. Oh yeah, I remember that one. That was a stressful one too. wait, I just did it in black. Her ear over here is white. There you go. The oil fryer cooks the audience. Yeah, and then the guy like sells them. So fucked up and evil, bro. Those are your own people and you're selling them to other people. They're not people, they're fish. You know what I mean? I still love the line. I thought joining the Corps would help me straighten my life, sir. I remember that one. My nose is getting all weird. You guys see Ice Spice at the new SpongeBob movie premiere, I guess? She was like dressed in like a see-through dress. Why would she do that? Why would she do that? My name's not Rick is a classic though. True. Wow. Looks like you. Becomes a carbon copy of you. Hello. Why Ice Spice? I think it's because I wonder how long it's been in the works, because she had her moment of like being popular. You know, like popular enough to get into Fortnite and stuff. But she's not like a family friendly artist at all. You know? Especially like if once you've had time to settle. Because it's been a while since like her hits. Like why would you put her, why would you do that? Why would you make her the featured guest star? Her music's not appropriate. Like I don't think any of it is really. Bitch, you think you're the shit? You're not even the fart. You know? Well, she says. What she says? You know, there's this tweet. Because okay, there are times where I really struggle to speak because I don't speak very often, and I was like tripping up my words really badly. And I was telling my friend, bro, it's that fucking Latina English. And then I didn't get to like finish it because we were like on a call and we had to go. But then I was with her for a while and I like in person. And then I brought it up again. And then she was like, bro, I've been thinking about what you said about the Latina English because it's so true. And I was like, oh, I was like, you know, I was thinking about it because, you know, so it's true. We kind of speak like that. Hello, there we go. Because we're both Latina, so we know what it means, right? Bruh, the mic cut off of it. Latina English is your favorite homestuck character? That does kind of sound like one, doesn't it? But I told her it was in my head to like describe it that way, to describe like my weird slip-ups that way, because there's this tweet that reads, Mexican girls at school be like, what did she said? We were laughing so fucking hard because it was like, damn, it really is like that. Like sometimes we'll speak like that, like fuck. But it's like the language comes out that way because of the way that English and Spanish like are laid out. I guess, what do you say? Like organized, like the way the sentence structure is organized. So when you grow up with both, there are times where you'll confuse them or you're like mixing them like Spanglish style and you end up saying shit like that. Just like not thinking about it. You'll like default to both languages at once. What did she said? Tina English sounds like a Roger character from American Dad. It really does sound like a whole lot of stuff. Another 5 million Ice Spice. Why does she SpongeBob? Why SpongeBob Big Pants okay? SpongeBob Big Pants okay? It's not even it's not even that good of a song either. But it doesn't matter because it's a kids movie. But it should matter. They should have given the kids like what's like a popular like artist amongst. They should have gotten the fucking the K-pop Demon Hunters, but I guess they can't because they're like characters already. You can't put like another IP within another IP, I guess. So maybe not those characters. Latina English door-to-door translator saleswoman. Woman. Yeah, I said it right. Woman. What's like another thing or another artist that kids like that would be like more appropriate than Ice Spice? Why does woman MR? Why woman? Why woman? Why women? Why woman? To the other ear. Hey! Excuse me. I hiked up a whole lot today on stream. Front ear. The sketch is visible. K-pop Demon Hunters. I still haven't seen that movie. I saw like Kojima saw it recently and he said it was really fucking good. And I'll believe him. But I don't know when I'll watch that. It's one of those movies where I feel like I would watch it only like if a friend puts it on just randomly, like we were like hanging out together and like puts on like a random thing on the TV. I actually don't know if my friends have seen it either. You said like Kojima tweet? Yeah. They could have gotten like any band that was on Yo Gabba Gabba back in the day, like Romeo. But then it was like the whole keyword back in the day, like a kid won't really like recognize who it is. And that's probably what they were going for, right? Like a recognizable figure. They should have gotten like fucking like Leve or something. They should have gotten Leve. Wait, they should have gotten Leve for the SpongeBob movie. What the fuck would she do for the SpongeBob movie? She wrote a beautiful, gorgeous jazz piece for SpongeBob. That actually wouldn't be too bad because there's like really nice music in SpongeBob. SpongeBob does have good music. It's still popular, but amongst kids? Although I guess I don't know if Ice Spice is technically popular still either amongst kids. Front ear. Leve is popular. Did I say that here once? I like walked past my former vocal teacher. Front ear. And she was like, oh, like, how are you? Whatever. She was like, you know, she was like, every time I hear a Leve song, I think of you. Because I had her like maybe... This was like 3 years ago, at the very least 3 years ago, and it was kind of before Leve was like super popular. I was there early, bro. It was before she was super popular. So what I remember, one of the first songs I sang was a Leve song, and she didn't know who it was because she wasn't popular at the time, and a lot of people didn't really know who she was at the time. And so, but now she's super popular. Leve is like super popular. So she was telling me like, oh, every time someone sings a Leve song, I think of you because you were one of the first person to like show me who she was. And I was like, oh my God. And trust, people are singing Leve songs like crazy at the vocal place. They could have gone Justice for Tame Impala. They could fit SpongeBob. That's true. I don't know. I guess they were probably just going for like big name, like kids would know it type thing. Not really like musical prowess. Cause SpongeBob Big Pants okay? Like I don't know if that's like peak songwriting, you know what I mean? Front ear, bass. Maybe it wouldn't be too bad though for like a SpongeBob collab. Who else? I don't know. I don't know what kids are listening to these days other than K-pop Demon Hunter. And Leve. I hate when a band like it's popular because I hate being called a hipster. At least like I have not heard people use the word hipster as frequently as they used to. But the feeling is still there, right? When you're like, I liked them before, it was cool. And you just shaking your fucking anger because it's true, it's true. It might, yeah, by definition it's hipster, but it's true. You can like kind of defend yourself because it's like, that's a hipster thing, but it's like, true, it's true. You just have to like think about it. But it's true. Hamster. Hamster. Where's the color? Here it is. I'll do the ear fluff. Front. Ear. Cover. There's this account I saw on Twitter that's drawing Ham, the graduated VTuber Ham pwned, like fan art. I've never followed someone so fast. I miss Ham. They're still out there, and I still watch them. But I really like their little Ham character. It was really cute and nice to see fan art of their Ham character in modern day. Modern day Ham. Like SpongeBob didn't need a custom song. Ocean Man was perfect at the first one. It was just a normal song. That's true. I don't even know what the plot is or whatever for the new movie, because I still haven't seen the superhero one either. I think I've seen parts of it, but they have a superhero was like the first 3D movie they made, and then the recent one they made with the Ice Spice collab was also a 3D one. A 3D one. What's this? Unihamster. Yeah. Hamster. Took me forever to do this. 'Cause I was too busy ranting about Love Actually. Actually. SpongeBob gets taken to the ghost world with a Flying Dutchman. That seems like a whole plot. Really? For the recent one? What even is the subtitle for the SpongeBob movies? The new one. SpongeBob movie new. Oh. Search for square pants. Well, he's wearing them. Roller coaster. He wants to be as brave as Mr. Krabs. Dude, imagine wanting to be like Mr. Krabs. What a sad sap. Well, I guess he's cool, sort of, but he's just hardy. I guess it is about the Dutchman, huh? Superhero one was fine, but very forgettable. I definitely don't remember much about it. 86% of 42 critic reviews are positive. Average rating is 6.7/10. I mean, I don't know, like how bad could it really is one of the things, like how bad could it really be? Like, it's a SpongeBob movie. Who is your drawing? It's my OC character. My original character. Her name is Ray. She looks like this. Or like this. I'm redrawing the sprite. It basically looks the same. But it's gonna be animated this time, so I have to cut it up. Head. Let's do this. It is quite late. I need to stop talking so loud. My house has to sleep. My house has to sleep. The house itself. The brick and mortar of the house has to sleep. So I can't be yelling like I always do. Your house always cute. Thank you. Thank you. SpongeBob is pretty consistently 2 honestly even bad episodes are watchable. That's true. Your monster house has to sleep. Kill it. Well, I guess if I killed it, it would be asleep forever. There's no need to do that. If I can just put it to sleep normally. Normally. I'm not normal. I'm not normal. Alright. That'll be it for tonight, everyone. Thank you for coming, for listening to me yap about movies. I'll try to watch a movie sometime. And then maybe I'll do a dedicated, maybe I'll do a double feature. Or something like that. And then I'll do a stream covering 2 movies. My Minecraft one, I think, was like an hour long. I always like to do like streams like an hour to 2 hours long. 1, because it's easy for me to do. But 2, I feel like they're more digestible that way. For people, if they're not very long. Hydrate, thank you. I shall sip wawa. My Minecraft review was an hour 30. Okay, maybe a single movie. A double feature might be like a 2:30. I probably wouldn't go through everything if it was a double feature. We'll do a single movie next time. Yummy. Okay, everyone. Good night. Bye-bye. Sweet dreams. Bye. Good night.